China has been at war with the novel coronavirus for weeks. Now the number of cases is declining, and experts are saying that China is an example of how to contain the virus. President Xi Jinping has called the major public health emergency both a crisis and a big test for the country. So how did China do it? The virus is new and runs rampant without an effective cure. The novel coronavirus disease took hold in central China's Hubei province. It then evolved into a public health emergency that is the hardest to contain for the People's Republic of China since its founding in 1949. Challenge is huge, but China's measures are tough. As some media reports and experts note, China takes advantage of its social system and gives full play to the role of the government. Concentrating resources to solve major problems, as Chinese often put it, is how China has overcome major obstacles over the past decades. Under the command of President Xi Jinping himself, a series of measures unprecedented in history have unfolded. A key move was to lock down the outbreak epicenter, Wuhan, to contain spread of the epidemic. With a population of over 10 million, Wuhan is one of China's busiest transport hubs.
The Chinese government is to be congratulated for the extraordinary measures it has taken to contain the outbreak. Wuhan people and Hubei province in general, they're paying a lot. It protects their people and also it protects the rest of the world. And doing this for humanity is something beyond words.
To the people of Wuhan, it is recognized that the world's in your debt.
Under the leadership of Xi Jinping, China mobilized personnel and resources nationwide in the epidemic prevention control. More than 40,000 medical workers have been sent to Hubei. Two makeshift hospitals, Weishenchan and Hushenchan, were built and started operation in more than a week in Wuhan. Venues like gyms, conference and exhibition centers in Wuhan have been converted into temporary hospitals to treat patients with mild symptoms. For other cities in Hubei, 19 provinces have paired up with them to provide one-on-one support. Communities are at the front line of prevention and control measures amid the epidemic. Massive and tough work has been carried out here. Supportive measures are also implemented for manufacturers of protective suits, masks, and other epidemic prevention and control materials. Throughout the country, the Spring Festival holiday was extended, and the start of the new school semesters postponed to contain the spread of the virus. Meanwhile, China has been joining hands with the international community to fight the virus by sharing information and donating medical supplies, among others.
The speed with which China detected the outbreak, isolated the virus, sequenced the genome, and shared it with WHO and the world are very impressive and beyond words. So is China's commitment to transparency and to supporting other countries.
Experts say China's measures have proven effective. Many of them highlight the country's social system and the government's capacity.
Now the outbreak in China is on the decline, and there is a significant decline. And this is because of the government's leadership and at the same time the cooperation of the people of China.
I think the most important advantage that China has is this very disciplined approach towards managing the situation. I think all the way from the highest level of leadership, all the way to the people, to say, very responsible way of behaving. And I think it's because of this very impressive unity of all the components of the Chinese system that makes the public health model that is something that many other countries can actually observe and learn.
It's a remarkable response that's being organised in China to contain the virus. And everybody, as I said earlier, needs to recognise the remarkable efforts that China is making to deal with this problem.
The rest of the world would be access the expertise of China, and they've done this at scale. They know what they're doing, and they're really good at it, and they're really keen to help.
The experience that China has with COVID-19, the work that they are doing and taking an evidence-based approach to this response is something that the world needs to learn from.
A positive trend has emerged following prevention and control efforts. President Xi has attributed the progress to the Chinese social system. With all the efforts done to contain the virus, people here in China are seeing their confidence rising every day.
我们大家共同来坚定信心，打赢这一场战役。武汉必胜，湖北必胜，全中国也必胜。